brother of mine. See if he's out to kill everybody.
Oh my god, does she have to write everything in a made up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, CIA spy shit, god.
What are all these things to interact with? Alright, so I talked to him about the token.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation. That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
Well, the Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. No one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have run back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Will do.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Okay.
I'll be seeing you.
You will. And I'll be seeing you, mister. So jukebox tokens can be constructed at control points or earned through bureau alerts, other stuff. You read too slow. You miss the text.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector, which had never been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location's security and proximity to a high-traffic area will prevent misuse, while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is where I came in earlier. That's right. A tier 2 and a tier 3? So is this gonna be kind of so availability. So undertake expeditions in quarry site beta to earn unique mods. Completing each of the 4 objectives will dismantle the formation to reveal the rewards waiting inside. Okay. Almost reminds me of like Watch Dogs, where you had like the extra games that you can play or missions. I wonder if there's like collectibles too. Reading material. I switched my gun accidentally. I forgot, those things only go invisible, you can still attack them. I think normally. Alright. One more item to incinerate. Should be within, like, the immediate area, right? Or would it be a little bit more hidden for the last item? I'm like, there it is. There we go. Yeah, it seems interesting with, like, the extra. Oops. Like, it does remind me a little bit of Watch Dogs with the extra missions. Oh, I could probably do dashing too, right? And the dashing doesn't take much either. So recover biometric logs from dead rangers. Okay. you shoot the guys, that would help. What? Pick up health. Some health. Wow. Oh. I don't like those things. That one's extra. So it launches at me and sprays whatever all over me.
Wow.
I know. So annoying. Oh, come on. This thing. So annoying. Okay, I'm gonna just forget about this extra mission because it's not adding anything. And I don't think I'm gonna complete it. Yeah, like I'm not seeing any abandoned mission. So, 20 seconds. Alright, forget that.
If they're in there, we go around that way.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the hissing molecular range.
Alright, to examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in his behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space? Deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to blank for full report. A lot of documentation here. If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords in speech. Will there be differences in the incantation if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you, or attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss are referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it? To be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There's clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Refer to blank for full report. Okay. Linguistic ability. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities has been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Refer to file blank for full report. Okay. Alright. Let's chat.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother? Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
So speak with him on the upper level.
2 squads lost. Christ.
I was gonna check rooms quick. Alright, people are chanting stuff. This other room. Nothing. I'm curious to play this without
Marshall abandons us.
um
No one telling us what's
more
going
people.
on. Information's always
like without the copyright music turned off. So I'm sure something's playing through that radio. Dear darling, Dr. Darling has personally recommended Ms. Pope for promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. See research reports blank for breakthroughs resulting from her work. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her coworkers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Ms. Pope to the position of research specialist.
Been on a need-to-know basis. Who are you to fucking know? I'm an upper-level executive, damn it.
Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From this arises unconscious knowledge linking us through our ancestral heritage. See Jung Report, page 12 to 34. Through this collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief in the power of images, shared by a massive population, is blank in the creation of altered items and objects of power. The sheer amount of blank exuded is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbuing a single object with massive amounts of blank. Theoretically, places of power could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief. Refer to file 541, 7532 for full report. That's not a doorway.
Apparently the director restored HRA production. They're already getting other survivors out of safe rooms.
Great. Marshall orders us to just sit on our asses and then leaves? What's the deal?
She must have her reasons.
I think there's
Probably off doing something.
Then she should have taken us with her. I need some action, goddammit.
Post-its. To whom it may concern, in case you are not aware, something caused the sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or home phone. Sincerely, J. Bozer, Vice Chief of Staff. All those post-its. Not a mimic, not a mimic, not a mimic, not a mimic.
Did you see that hiss they marched through here? Why the fuck didn't we put a bullet in that thing's head?
I heard it's the director's approach.
I was gonna check the rooms first before, because I think I'm supposed to go straight through the one door to see Dylan. Oh, okay, so I was already kind of on this side. Ooh. Wow. It's a level 1, and I still haven't... I missed this one? How? So, objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the blank object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of blank, while others are only capable of as little as blank. See Dr. Darling, presentation 1115, for more information. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some blank exists within the body and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Refer to file 854-1982 for full report. Okay. For that one word is like, it's a mouthful. I mean, for me, I would say, just call them the all-powerfuls. So much easier to say. So it's just something in a big circle. Based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment, in order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranormal events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranormal concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction, in the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase on and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now. Hey! That's the answer, everybody. This is definitely in the same universe as Alan Wake. With Night Springs. Dun-dun-dun.
Marshall didn't give me any orders before she left. Guess I'll just keep managing inventory.
So I interacted with that earlier. I went inside there before. That's the stupid jukebox thing.
Lots of interesting data off that subject the Rangers brought in.
I heard that he voluntarily entered captivity. That's what Pope said anyway.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Alright, so
The name of the cell.
so he's on upper level, but where on upper level?
Welcome back.
Like,
We're gonna get through this.
so to me this is the upper level. What's this through here? Oh. Huh.
You are a worm through time. The thunderous hunter stones you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is near right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been in your